guy who couldn't even crawl is now moving, now known as man on wheels. So this way, and our innovation never stops. We every 6 months we launch new products. We have even off-roading mobility robots as well.
Doing this technology business incubation in Mauritius.
Yeah, basically, like Mauritius is another wonderful island. It's a tourist country, so
Yeah, honestly, Mauritius के नाम से तो honeymoon सबको याद आता है. And I think you are the only person who's saying that Mauritius में आप incubate कर रहे हो.
because I'm single, na ma'am. I'm single and not ready to mingle. So I always think work.
So how many hours you work, huh? Because as rightly said, you said you're single. And I don't know whether you're ready to mingle. We can put it across to the world out there through this video that Dr. Munish is ready to mingle and he's looking for a girl apart from just robots and AI.
So the first thing when you're asking ready to mingle, I'm not ready to mingle. And if I would ever need a girl, we are in a process of making a humanoid, right? Like she would look like a girl identically, but it would be a robot. And the best part would be you can program it to your will and desire, your fancies, whims and fancies.
बिकॉज मुझसे ये बात हर कोई पूछता है आपको क्या मिल रहा है इसमें तो आप बताओ आपको क्या मिल रहा है इसमें
Okay, the very first thing I'm getting is yes, tons of blessings, right? Keeping your karma positive.
जब आप किसी को रास्ता देते हैं तो आपका रास्ता खुद ही बन जाता है Hello and welcome to Rabbi Rashi Foundation. A passionate innovator, president of MentorX Global, CEO of Hoover Robotics, 6X TEDx speaker, advisory at IIT, and COE in AI and robotics at the Ministry of Commerce and Trade. Wow. Join me to welcome Dr. Munish Jindal. आपका बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है.
Thank you so much. Namaste, ma'am. So this is great, and kudos to you for having such wonderful initiative. For enlightening the today's human being and especially the youth. This is much required.
Thank you so much, Dr. Munish. Okay, to start with, share with us your journey. कैसे start किया आपने आज जहां आप पहुंचे कितनी आपने मेहनत की होगी उसके बारे में सबको बताइए.
Started long back when I was 14. Today I'm a scientist. I'm the founder and CEO of Hoover Robotics. We are the pioneers of personal e-mobility in India. We are the ones who have launched hoverboards, mobility robots, Autobots, mini robots. And recently we made a folding scooter. The way you carry your laptops, fold your scooter, carry on your hand, and whenever you feel like, unfold it and just ride on it. So this has been really wonderful. We started this in 2015 with just one of the products. Though I'm a commerce graduate, I did my BCom. Then I had my higher studies MBA from Australia. Then I did my CPA there. Then I did my PhD in artificial intelligence and robotics. So there was a certain tiny corner inside me that was always finding a maybe fascination towards technology since childhood, and it wasn't fulfilled. So that got me into technology and artificial intelligence and robotics. Started this in 2015 from my hometown Ludhiana, because this was again a dream that the day I'm gonna do something different, it would happen from my hometown. So now people sitting in Japan, people sitting in Silicon Valley, in US, they all know there is Dr. Munish Jindal from Ludhiana who's making mobility robots. And it was good. People weren't aware of this new thing. So what we used to do, we used to go down to the busiest of the markets and uh, ask people that ride it's free of cost, have an experience of it, and it moves with your thinking. You stand on it, you think to go forward, right, left. It moves with your body reflexes. So from where we went viral. Now almost every 6 months we launch a new model. As of now in 2024, we have 13 different models in our kitty, number one in India and among top 5 in the world. And from there on, another company came into the forefront, MentorX. We started doing complimentary workshops in robotics and AI for the youth and for the kids. We were the first one to hold a AI summit for the kids ever possible in the world. And that gave birth to MentorX. MentorX is to educate, to empower, to elevate. So it's an ecosystem that we created in 65 countries. And our vision is to be in all the 200 countries by next year. And we have dedicated this ecosystem to all the 8 billion people on earth. 90% of work in this is pro bono. And this is basically, in this, there is one division that is like MentorX Startup, whereby we do ideathons. call for the ideas. We do the idea validation, that whether your idea is valid in the real world, it is workable. Then bootstrapping, hand holding, incubation, mentoring, funding. We have another company, Lucrate Ventures, where we are venture capitalists as well. We do invest, and we have a symposium of more than 35 investors. So it is right, a complete hand holding of a startup. Currently we are on board more than 323 startups. And then there is MentorX Youth, whereby we do open up a youth chapter in universities, colleges, schools. We are connected with more than 350 universities, institutes, colleges, and schools. And they're right from entrepreneurship summit, HR conclave, business workshops, AI workshops, life skills workshops, startup workshops, or TEDx talks, Josh talks, all kinds of G20 talks, whatever roundtable discussion, whatever is required, whatever is needed, we do that. So it is basically right from skill development to bridging the gap between academia and industry. That is what we're doing there. Then we have MentorX Women, where we are connecting women with women across the world. So this way, the journey is never ending. I started when I was 14, right from our auto parts units. And yes, my parents, I asked for a raise in the pocket money. They gave me the keys to our industrial unit. They run it and earn your pocket money. So that is what got me entrepreneurship into my blood. And then higher studies, yes, of course, in Australia. Last day of my uni, I got offered permanent residency and a 60 lakhs package in Australia. Rejected both of them, came back to India because whatever I wanted to do in this while. So that is what I'm more touchy about India. Hardcore Indian, you can say.
14 years. Are you
Yeah.
serious? मतलब 14 साल के बच्चे, I mean, hats off to your parents. Wonderful this is कि उन्होंने वो आपके अंदर देखा होगा, तभी ना आपको बोला कि ये रन करो यूनिट एंड सो मतलब क्या सोचा होगा उस वक्त? I mean, आपको गुस्सा नहीं आया उन्होंने ऐसे बोला?
Ma'am, it wasn't gussa. It was more like I used to get 2 rupees as a pocket money, and a very nice cafe got opened in my school. I asked for a raise to 20 rupees. So they gave me the keys to the motor parts unit, and they said, earn your money from here. If it runs into profit, it is all yours to keep. If it goes into losses, we'll take back the unit, and we will also stop giving you 2 rupees as well. So it was more of a frustration that my entire world has lost at the age of 14. भाई वो 2 रुपए भी जा रहे हैं, रहने दो, नहीं चाहिए वही दे दो. So but it acted as a motivation. I used to be on shop floor with our foremen, factory workers. uh, at that time, I got an export order through another entity, and there was no looking back though. But it was too much of hard work. The half day in the school, coming back straight to the shop floor. Uh, right, I used to work on the machines as well myself to see, to learn actually. But that was good that entrepreneurship got into my blood, and I was very clear that I have to be an entrepreneur. So from there on, just kept on moving side by side. Even I funded my entire education then. I never, yes, even when I have studied in Australia, the entire education has been funded by myself. That is why I came back and I had to have my own journey. So today I own 9 companies across 65 countries. And this is the blessings of the people around me who love me so much. And this all is happening beautifully.
So whenever I talk to Dr. Munish kind of people, I always feel कि thank God कि आगे जो products आ रहे होंगे बच्चों के रूप में वो definitely better India को मिल रहे हैं, because at least because when I see the youth these days, I feel कि इनको कहीं ना कहीं guidance की और nurturing की जरूरत है, and I think that is why we all are together to help the youth come up to this level. What is the greatest lesson you learned while doing that business? Over to you.
Okay, so if you say greatest lesson, and I would say it's a lifelong lesson, there is no quick success or there is no quick route to anything. There are no shortcuts, right? So whatever you want, you can achieve anything. You have the entire universe within you. You have so much of potential that you yourself don't know. You can achieve everything. All it requires is dedication, passion, and of course, hard work and smart work. So, today's youth, as we were talking, they have enormous potential. The all happens is like so many of them, they come to me, sir, we started this venture. It's been 6 months. We're not getting the results. The only question I ask them, hey, what have you done? If you have done BCom, it's been 3 years. If you have done BTech, it's been 4 years you have given to your education. So why are you looking for a quick success now? Why cannot you give 3 to 4 years to your venture now? Not only venture, ma'am, anything you want to do in life, be it your entrepreneurship, be your startup, or even if you're into a corporate journey, you're working for someone else, 3 to 4 years is a gestation period where you start, you give your heart, soul, mind into it, you learn, you're open for learning. And you know, that is how it unfolds within that period. Another thing that I have learned is that if you fail somewhere, it is not meant to shut it down. That, oh, I hear this a lot. I had a startup 4 years ago. I was working hard. It's been 8 months. We did it for a year. It didn't work out. We closed it. Then why did you start it if you have to close it? Or when you were in your university or in a college, you were studying. God forbids if you have a reappear. Did you and stop going to your college or uni? No. You if you failed, you reappeared, right? For that. Same as in the real world, you realign. So this is what I have learned. If you're not working out, realign your strategies, get into it, get your heart, soul, and mind into it. It will work. When we started this, we started very small. I started my company, Hoover Robotics, with 35,000 rupees from Ludhiana. And now it's a multi-million dollar empire all across India. And today we cover each and every single pin code. We have 24 logistic partners. We are the one of the biggest D2C brand now. And that too in robotics and AI. Nobody could have ever perceive this. So this is what I have learned, that if you are patient enough and you're willing to give everything of yours, believe me, be it anything, you can achieve it.
Yeah, that's a valid point, that मतलब start ही क्यों किया था अगर बंद करना है. This is absolutely great, and this shows the clarity of your, mindset. Wonderful, Dr. Manish. Okay, tell me something. Hoover Robotics, what are the different products you're doing?
Hoover Robotics, we are all about personal mobility. That if you have to commute from point A to B, what usually we do is we take out our car or we take out our bike, burn petrol or diesel, create pollution, and then we go. So we came with a sustainable solution that go on a hoverboard. Hoverboard is electrically chargeable. You don't need any petrol, diesel, no pollution, zero pollution. We are the first company in India that is not only carbon neutral, rather we are also helping India to reduce its carbon footprints. And the best part is no maintenance, no running cost. Running cost is almost close to zero, right? It's very portable. You stand on it, you think with your body reflexes, it moves. So we have in this a hoverboard, you stand, then we have a folding scooter, then we have Autobots, then we have mini robots. There are different kinds of 13 different products. And then we have also, we came across a person, he was, specially able since childhood, his legs were crippled, he couldn't even crawl. So we made a cartboard, we installed a sitting arrangement on a hoverboard, gave the controls in his hands, and we did this almost, ma'am, in 2016, 17, I believe. Yes, almost 7, 8 years ago. And that man is known as now Man on Wheels. He said that his life has been so sorted because he's going from his home to office. Not only office, this device is so portable that from his one room to kitchen or to a drawing rooms inside the home also he's maneuvering on that. So the guy who couldn't even crawl is now moving, now known as Man on Wheels. So this way, and our innovation never stops. We every 6 months we launch new products. We have even off-roading mobility robots as well. That even if road is not there, you can still maneuver on them. So anyone from the age of 4 years up to the weight of 110 kg can ride it on any domain, be it inside marble, wood, glass, or outside road, pavements, grass, sand, uphill, downhill, anywhere you want. You can ride it and enjoy it freely, and it's so portable that you can carry it in your car wherever till that point. If say you are on a longer journey or you are going to a resort or maybe for holidays, so once your car is parked, from then you can take it out from your car and ride it.
That's a lot of work, huh? I mean,
So
I
that is all
would say
about being
that's
a
a lot of research, I think so, that how a human can think and what he exactly needs. This is wonderful. Okay, Dr. Manish, tell me something. See, you are the founding president of MentorX Global. So we believe that you have many people attached with MentorX. Now,
yes.
tell me a very successful project and a story that has left you in awe with the working in
But
this.
there are tons of them, that we have done, and we have successfully covered world record projects under it. That people who have dreamed to achieve world records. Recently, the same project that you talked about, this was one of the largest of its kind, whereby in one single day we did a huge conference. That was whereby we had 23 different investors, 22 crores of funding that happened to 57 startups across 13 states in India. Then we had almost three panels spanning 40 panel speakers. We had 26 different keynote speakers, and we had more than 300 dignitaries and 5,000 students. This was one of the biggest event ever hosted in India in span of 6 years, and this also created another world record. And so this is the point of events you're talking, but in terms of the biggest of the achievements, there are tons. Like so many of our efforts, they have been game changer. We have conducted till now, we have conducted more than 5,000 workshops across 65 countries, whereby directly almost more than 10 million people are connected with us. So, right from their career counseling to guiding to having them career opportunities, we have been sitting on more than 323 startups. We are on their board. So, we came across a startup. There were two college lads of the age of 22, 23, started with a lakh. Now, their startup is scaling up to 100 crores. So, this is how, very small, small steps in someone's life, they become a game changer altogether. So we came across there is another mentee of mine. He was 9 when he came to me, and now he's 16. So from this 9 to 16, he has unfolded so beautifully that he has been a keynote speaker at IIT, at ISRO, and he has been taken part in NASA, in Yale, Cambridge, Oxford, Harvard. You talk about United Nations. So a baby boy of a 9 to 16, how beautifully it unfolds. This is all about when a mentor holds your hand. So that is why I always say, doesn't matter what age you are, doesn't matter what you do, it is necessary to have a mentor. Either you are, self-established, like you've done so much in life that you are unstoppable, or you definitely need to have a mentor, and mentors, they become game changers. That is why MentorX, that we have more than 350 mentors in 65 countries, and by next year we're going to be in all the 200 countries. We have more than 100 councils and international chambers with, or each respective chamber have more than 1,000 chairpersons across every city in each of the countries. So this is an interwoven network, interwoven ecosystem. People connect. It could be possible, like now when someone listens to this, they can come over that, Rashi ma'am, we would love to be part of Mentor. We want to connect, but how it works? So they might be sitting in Delhi, but they're looking for something in Europe. So what would happen? MentorX Delhi would connect them with MentorX Europe, or even MentorX Europe, particular city maybe could be Slovenia. So whosoever is our counterpart there or chairperson, they will take care of it. So yeah, there is another example. There was one family who moved to Canada, and they were looking out that we don't know where to live. So we connected them with MentorX Canada. Even before they moved there, their house was settled there. So this is how this is the power of networking. This is how we are building up, and this is not all money making venture. This is all about creating a huge network altogether, an ecosystem where everyone can become a part of it and they can gain out of it.
This is like a breath of fresh air because सब लोग network तो करते हैं, but everybody is making money through networking. And you rightly just put it that actually helping someone through your own network, this is like sorting somebody's life, and this is beautiful. Okay, you are also doing this technology business incubation in Mauritius. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, basically, like Mauritius is another wonderful island. It's a tourist country. So
Yeah, honestly, Mauritius के नाम से तो honeymoon सबको याद आता है. And I think you are the only person who's saying that Mauritius में आप incubate कर रहे हो. So let's hear.
because I'm single now, ma'am. I'm single and not ready to mingle. So I always think work. So I went there and I like the nation and like the country. So we're bringing startup economy there. We established startup incubator there, and this is kick firing the startup economy over there. Uh, Tons of things are coming under it. What we are doing the same, that we're bringing the ideas, incubating them, and holding them, and nurturing them with mentoring. So they're moving forward. Once they move forward, they would be taken to accelerator. Like their journey would be fast paced, 10x, and more of the startups would be incubated into that incubator. And now same way we are doing the same thing for Maldives. We recently we are directly in touch with the education minister of Maldives. So we are bringing startup economy in Maldives, and we recently even had a letter of understanding with the Republic of Palau. So same, we are working with many of the governments, and in India also we're looking after Atal Innovation Mission for Niti Aayog, where we are bringing innovation to the grassroots level, right to the grade second or third, whereby imagine a student of third grade or fourth grade is making Alexa by himself, right? So this is the kind of my students from seventh and eighth grade. They have made a robotic shoot to clean the drainage sewage system of India. They won a national prize in India, and they've been honored by the CM of Rajasthan. So And we are working in various different domains whereby what we want to do is nurture the youth, because youth is the future. What I believe is that wherever I'm sitting today, I have consumed the resources of this universe, right? And people around me, visibly or and invisibly, they have helped me. The people who have helped visibly, I know them, right? The people who have helped me invisibly, I don't know them. So this is my payback. Keep the circle moving, that I should be helping the ones I don't know. And also we have to create a sustainable world. The world, when it is handed over to us, we have consumed the resources. Now, in whatever way, we have to provide them a sustainable world. So this is what we are working towards for the youth. And certain people, they ask me this question also, that why you're doing this unconditionally? Why? What is? You might have a motive behind that you're helping other people. There is something you're not telling us. So the only thing is, yes, right now I own 9 companies. I'm running this empire in 65 countries. People would have helped me. I don't know them. I have to keep the ball game rolling. And obviously, yes, when I'm doing this, my network is obviously increasing, right? And I'm loving the process.
So how many hours you work, huh? Because as rightly said, you said you're single. And I don't know whether you're ready to mingle. We can put it across to the world out there through this video that Dr. Munish is ready to mingle and he's looking for a girl apart from just robots and AI and so many other things. But then, of course, how many hours do you work?
So the first thing, when you're asking ready to mingle, I'm not ready to mingle. And if I would ever need a girl, we are in a process of making a humanoid, right? Like she would look like a girl identically, but it would a robot. And the best part would be you can program it to your will and desire, your fancies, whims and fancies. So that is this is where the world is gearing towards. And when you're talking about how many hours, I'm clocking in 21 hours every day. I work 365 days, and I travel 300 days in a year. And I'm living a hustler life. But yes, now I really want to cut down. I want to bring down my working hours to 16 to 17, because sleeping 7 to 8 hours is very, very mandatory for your overall well-being. So once you reach a certain place, then yes, you look forward to having a good health, your personal well-being. So I'm now going to cut it down to 16 to 17 hours every day.
Yeah, I totally relate with what he's saying. If you have to build it, you have to go with your sleep away. And I think, you have to sleep less because that is the only way you can build it up. And this is wonderful. But yeah, of course, health is also important. Okay. So your work with the United Nations, the peacekeeping forces and the WHO emergency program is amazing. We know that. We did some research. Now, I would like you to tell us on the efforts you make on it. I mean, how did it come about? Let's hear.
So see, efforts is again about, so United Nations is the biggest body that is working towards sustainable world, especially climate control and climate change. If you will study that our Earth is getting warmer each year, even right now we have winters here in North India, and it's not that winterish as it used to be in our childhood. If we go back maybe to 20 years ago, the kind of chills, the winter chills we used to have, now these days we say, even if someone asks, we say, oh, it's normal, it's not that wintry. So United Nations, yes, I have been conferred highest civilian honor, Karmavir Chakra by United Nations I Congo, right? I'm part of the United Nations as an advisor, advising United Nations peacekeeping forces. Also, I'm in the core committee of United Nations Harmony Development Center. So, whereby what we're doing is we are again, it is nurturing the youth, making them realize the importance of sustainable world. And we always say that there is enough for everyone's need, but there is not enough for everyone's greed. So why we, yes, need to have optimal use of the resources. And the best is, yes, we really need to maintain the peace. We really need to go away from the wars. This we always say one world, one family. And our honorable Prime Minister also says, like from our, you can say Indian civilization of Bharatiya Sabhyata, Vasudev Kutumbakam, that we are all one family. So we should be living with love and peace. We don't need to fight, or we need to if you will ever listen to my keynotes or anything, I always say that we are not in the era of competition, we are in the era of coordination. If we decide today to coordinate with each other, we can achieve way more than whatever competition is going to bring on the table. So that is the larger picture, the bigger picture that we are on to it, that yes, the youth, they should come forward, because it is their world, they're gonna live into it. Otherwise, the resource is going to deplete. There are so many countries where water is scarce resource. There are so many countries where food has become a scarce resource. So it is their world. They have to have it. So they have to be conscious about it. And they are the ones who have to force the humanity of today to make it a better world.
So, what is the future now? Where are you heading to? Because, see, I understand you're doing a lot of good work, and which is commendable. Not everybody can do it. You're blessed. So, what is the future holding for you?
Future, it's very beautiful. Life has been kind. It has given me more than I have ever wished for. So again, it is always two things. One is gratitude. You should always have an attitude of gratitude. Whatever you have in life, there are millions of people. Even if you're struggling, believe me, even if you think you're failing, but the kind of life you're living, there are millions of people who crave for that kind of life. So first, be grateful for what you have, be contented, and yes, then have biggest of the dreams possible that you can have because you have the unlimited potential in you. And even if you don't know how to achieve those dreams or visions, but have them, then break them into smaller steps. Just see what you require or what direction you need to choose to go towards that. Right. So when you are asking me our vision, the first vision is yes, to be present in all the 200 countries in the world so that the ecosystem is so large that whatever one wants to drive out of it, you can take it and whatever one wants to give. So it's a two-way process. There are people who are here in life who have achieved something, they can give to this ecosystem. Come, hold the hands. There are people who need something out of, please take it. So this is how we are building this up. So and it is all happening because of the wonderful people around me. It's, if you ask me, I'm doing it, no, please, then this is a mistake, or I would be sheer doing injustice if I'm saying I'm doing it. It is all, I just conceived the idea. It is the wonderful people like you who have become part of it and who are building up this ecosystem. And again, there are people like you, Rashi ma'am, who want to give. There are youth on the other side who really needs this nurturing. So this is altogether becoming a complete circle in itself. So our vision is just to fulfill this, and yes, to create a sustainable world, because upcoming time is of technology. We're living in industry 5.0, which is all about artificial intelligence, robotics, nanotechnology, biotechnology, augmented reality, virtual reality, robotronics, mechatronics, cybersecurity, blockchain, right? So in that, we really need to have a sustainable world where we breathe good, we live good, we have a life that is towards wellness. So we have to complete have a balance out of it. That is what we are creating: a balanced life, a holistic life for each one of you.
Well, now I'm going to ask you a very important question. You just rightly said that there are people who have achieved something and there are people who want something, you know. So there are givers and there are takers. So people like us, you and me, and many more like us, मैं चाहती हूँ आप सबको बताओ कि हमें क्या मिल रहा है. बिकॉज मुझसे ये बात हर कोई पूछता है, आपको क्या मिल रहा है इसमें? आप बताओ आपको क्या मिल रहा है इसमें?
Okay, the very first thing I'm getting is yes, tons of blessings, no doubt. And I don't know whether people believe in it or not. Blessings play the most important part in your life's journey, right? Keeping your karma positive, very much necessary. Certain times people say that he has done this with me or wrong with me, whatever. I say whatever they have done, that is their karma. You, if you're a good human being, you don't change cause of others. You keep your karma positive. One. Second, obviously, ma'am, it's a huge network that we are building. Now imagine, if I have to move something in, maybe in Europe or in US or in Canada or in Japan or in Australia, I can do it just with one WhatsApp text. How? Because I have people there. Or take an example just of you. If tomorrow like right now I'm traveling, I need something in Delhi. And the very first person who would come to my mind is, okay, Rashi ma'am, let me ask Rashi ma'am, hey ma'am, I need this, can we do it? If it would be in your reach, you would say, oh, okay, Munish, you need this, I'm getting it done. Or I'm asking my office, they will get it done. Because we are connected. If I'm an utter stranger, I don't even know you, would be like, who are you? So this is the kind of network we are building, and it is, yes, obviously helping us grow as well, along with the people. So this is like, if we, there is a very good saying that, I held someone's hand to make them climb the mountain, and I realized I myself have reached the top. So this is into it.
So I think this is exactly what I think, like that जब आप किसी को रास्ता देते हैं तो आपका रास्ता खुद ही बन जाता है. And I think this is wonderful. Okay, so what has been your success mantra? Of course, I heard you were 14 and then there are blessings and then there is a lot of hard work and there are 21 hours of everyday work. Now, collectively, what is your success mantra?
The only single success mantra is that people around you should be happy. Doesn't matter if they're your client, they're your students, they're your parents, they're your family, whosoever. If you're doing a business deal, if you're negotiating on the table, if the other parties, their smile has gone away, no point of negotiating beyond that point, right? Even the same as if you're buying something in the market, make sure they are happy about it. You're selling something, make sure they're happy with your product and services. As long as they're happy, why now you know, people who are listening, they might be thinking, oh, this guy's too much philosophical. But it is not philosophy. This is again entrepreneurship. I tell you why. When they're happy about you, they would become the brand ambassador of your product or service. They will market you. Oh, you know, deal with that company. They are the best. You know, so this is how you gonna build your business in the long term. One, this is how you gonna build your reputation and image in the market, that this company is into positive and into happiness, and whatever product or services they are rendering, they are the best in the market. So, and people even sometimes ask me that, okay, uh, now when you have done so much, what you have achieved, or how would you define your success? I say, when I walk in somewhere and I meet people, when they look at me, they smile. This is the success I have achieved.
Absolutely beautiful this is. Dr. Munish Jindal, this is lovely. What is your one message to all the communities out there? Over to you.
So just one message, that you can have whatever you want in life. All you have to do is uh, perceive it, manifest it, affirm it, and then work for it. And not only the work, hard work, smart work, and in that, being ethical plays the most important role. Yes, no, and being ethical serves people. I really want to make you understand that we do the right thing when people are watching. What are we doing when no one is watching? If we're doing the right thing, that is called being ethical. So then no one can stop you. You're going to be the unstoppable. Keep moving forward, keep marching forward. You will have whatever you want on the table. And if you're willing to give 3 to 4 years of your life dedicatedly, you can achieve whatever you want.
Success mentor, massive action, versatile, visionary, charismatic. These words go well with Dr. Munish Jindal. Dr. Munish Jindal, thank you so much.